Well, the WNBA fined me for
No! You got fined for episode 1?
They fined me $1,500. I'm like, what? I'm like, this is just the beginning. I was like, you're kidding. What happens is they email our GM, and she pulls me aside and she goes, come here, Sophie, I have to talk to you. And this was in like front of everybody. And I was like, what did I do now? And she just smiled and she goes, hey, they're going to fine you again.
And instead of shutting up, she's doubling down. Sophie Cunningham just got slapped with a $1,500 fine from the league, not for playing rough, but for daring to speak her mind about referees. That's right, she was hit with a penalty for telling what she sees as the truth about officiating inconsistency. And if you think she's about to backtrack, think again.
This isn't just about a player complaining. It's a pivotal moment, a clash between raw honesty and league control. In a sport where image and media presence are everything, Sophie has flipped the script, and in doing so, she's fascinated millions. Picture this. You drop in with a statement so sharp it cuts clean. One WNBA star just put her career on the line, and it cost her more than money. That's what we're dealing with. A seasoned player, unafraid, calling out a system she feels isn't working, and accepting the consequences like a badge, not a burden. Within seconds, you're pulled into a conflict that's more than about a fine. It's about who gets to speak freely in the league. You don't just see a player in trouble. You see someone challenging the system. This is Sophie's second fine in just a few weeks. Before the $1,500 hit, she was fined $500 for a TikTok she posted, lip-syncing to a Sabrina Carpenter lyric. Stupid. Or it's slow. Maybe it's useless. With the caption, @SomeRefs. She responded with laughing emojis, calling the fine funny, and asking if the league didn't have bigger problems to tackle. It feels like someone saying, you fined me for that? I'm not even mad. I'm just getting warmed up. And you can't help but lean in, wondering, what's next? That's the moment tracks your attention. It's not monotone stats or bland fluff. It's a drama unfolding live. You sense you're on the edge of something bigger, a personal stand morphing into a bigger movement. What's especially interesting is that this fine didn't happen in a vacuum. It came during a growing wave of conversation in the WNBA about officiating. Coaches and players aren't quietly fuming anymore. They're saying it out loud. Take the Golden State Valkyries, whose coach Natalie Nakase publicly demanded better consistency from refs. Part of it stems from a fundamental imbalance. WNBA referees are paid per game, not full-time, which pushes top officiating talent toward the NBA or NCAA. That leaves the league grappling with inconsistent calls, technicals, and missed fouls, and no widely accepted accountability system, like the NBA's last 2-minute report.
Thing is, like, I'm not even gonna lie to you. I am someone who says what everyone else is thinking or talking about, not just with the refs,
Did you post
but
that
with
after
Detroit,
after you guys lost?
with Cleveland. I want people to hear what I just said. I am the only one, but if you ask our league, they feel the same exact way.
She even painted a vivid picture of the absurdity she sees on the court. You're almost bugged out on every call. Like, what's happening? The tone was half joking, half fed up. And that combination is exactly what makes Sophie's delivery stick. She's relatable to fans who've yelled at their screens. But she's also deadly serious about demanding change. Then came the part that really set this moment apart. Sophie didn't just keep her criticism technical. She went personal, about referee emotions. She claimed that refs, regardless of gender, get too emotionally invested in games, which in turn affects their calls. They can't take it, she said plainly. That's a risky statement. It's one thing to say a ref missed a foul. It's another to suggest they're letting personal feelings sway their judgment. It's here you see why the league took such swift action. The WNBA isn't just finding Sophie for what she said. It's reacting to the fact that she said it on her own platform, where they can't control the narrative. And unlike a post-game press conference, where emotions run high but fade quickly, a podcast episode lives online forever. Her blunt style wasn't an accident.
They're so emotional.
The league has worked hard to build a polished, controversy-free image, and public criticism from a player threatens that balance. When Sophie speaks out, it risks inspiring others to do the same. shifting the narrative away from the league's control and into the players' hands. That's why her $1,500 fine sends a clear message. Keep criticism private or pay for it.
No, because I said what I had to say.
Go on.
And I'm not going to apologize because I fully believe that.
For most players, that would work. But Sophie's flipped the script, using the fine as proof she's striking a nerve. Each penalty gives her more visibility, pulling fans and media deeper into her story. The WNBA faces a dilemma. It needs outspoken personalities to grow the game, but it also fears losing control over how the league is perceived. Sophie embodies that tension. She's magnetic, unfiltered, and unpredictable, and every attempt to rein her in risks making her even bigger. For Sophie, this is bigger than basketball. It's about setting a precedent. Either the league tolerates open criticism, or it proves it will punish anyone who steps out of line. So far, she's made it clear. She's not backing down. That leaves the next move squarely in the WNBA's court.
Sophie Cunningham isn't just paying fines. She's making a point. Each penalty has turned her into the loudest voice in the WNBA on fairness, accountability, and free speech. The league may want to control the story, but Sophie's made it clear she'll keep telling her own. The question now is simple. Will the WNBA change or keep trying to silence her? Either way, Sophie's not backing down, and the rest of us will be watching every step. If you're with Sophie, or you just want to see how this battle plays out, hit that like button, drop your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss the next chapter.